Okay, so here is the ProjectView PM application. This video, it's not going to be fancy. It's not going to have a lot of graphics and eye-catching information and all of that stuff that you typically see in YouTube videos. I just want to take some time and walk you all through this ProjectView PM application and show you all the great features that it has, and maybe you'll find something in here that you might find beneficial to your project management career. So we'll start by just kind of taking a look at this home screen. You can see that it says Project Visibility Simplified. And really that's everything in a nutshell. It makes seeing your projects easy and efficiently all in one workspace. And it's made for project managers, scrum masters, anybody who's in the project management field who has to deal with all of the different parts of a project, whether it's meeting notes, project health dashboards, budgets, timelines, stakeholder reporting, you name it. You can do all of that within one app, and you don't have to juggle with multiple applications to get the work done. And so let's go ahead and get started. Just come in, jump into the login page. You'll see that it has some interesting graphics here that are laid out for you. It talks about ProjectView PM, project management made simple, smart reporting, team collaboration, and insightful dashboards. And so I'm just going to go ahead and sign in with my login here. You'll see that when you get to the project page, it'll open right up to your dashboard. And this is just a sample project. This is not anything real. This is just a sample project with sample data in here. But I wanted to show you just right off the bat what this looks like and how you can immediately start seeing the benefits of using this application. It outlines the project phases. Where are you in the project phases, and what % are you complete within these phases? And it goes into the project stats, how many meeting notes, action items, any tasks that are overdue, your completion rate on your task, the number of team members, and any stakeholders that you have. So your entire project team is kind of baked into this dashboard where you can see everything right here. So if anyone asks you any questions about where you are with the project, what's going on with it, what things that need attention, you have easy visibility to it. There's a section here for project health, and this does a calculation or a score that's based on timeline, budget, action items, and progress. And it kind of gives you an idea of where you are with the project. And you can make a determination if 71% in this example is healthy or not. Again, this is sample data, so some of this information I purposely made good and bad just to show you how this reporting mechanism will work. You'll see you have your project timeline, and everything is in here. You can see where you are with the projects, what the dates are, what things are moving, what things have been completed, what's up next. You have action items. These action items, and we'll go into detail on how all of these different widgets are built and how they are populated on this dashboard, but this is just to show you what's available. Action items, again, right here on the dashboard. You don't have to go and flip and pick a different application to go find what action items are available. And you'll see that there's a title, there's a priority, who the action item is assigned to, and actually a due date. You have your project budget. Very important. One quick view of the project budget. If you get into the project budget page itself, you can see all the details of invoices and payments made and what's coming up and all of that stuff. And like I said, we'll dig into that also. You have a calendar here. This calendar will show you what meetings you have coming up next, what tasks are coming up soon, any recent activity. If somebody has been reporting that, hey, we've done some testing assessments, so if we've done some of this within this project, you'll have a quick view of any activity that has happened recently. And then here are all of the meeting notes. And the meeting notes is very powerful piece of this project. And so that's the dashboard in a whole. Everything that you need to know about your project is right here in front of you. And you'll see here you can actually create more than one project with ProjectView PM. There's a drop down where you can click on and create different workspaces for each of the projects that you're managing, so you don't have to flip between different applications to grab information related to any particular project that you're working on. Here you'll have some screen layouts, and this one is I have it saved as the main view, but you have the role to say you want to have a preview role for just an admin or the owner that has everything on the dashboard, but maybe you have different members who you don't want to see all of the details of this project. And so you may have a view that's specifically for stakeholders. And so the stakeholders won't see all the minutia of tasks and due dates on different activities and calendars. You can decide what you want each of these member types to see when they log in to your project to see what's going on with it. And they will only have access to whatever you allow them to have access to. And so you can configure these dashboards specifically to the different types of people who may be watching or logging into your project. There's a vendor dashboard, and you'll see for the vendors, maybe it's just the project health and where we are with the phases. Project manager will have more detail. They'll have all of the things that are going on. And you, as the project owner, the person who created it, you'll obviously have access to all of the widgets that are available to you. But even in that, you can still customize your screen to show you what you want to be seen or what you want to see on your dashboard screen. And we have some presets that are built in here. There may be like budget focus. So the budget comes up to the top, and this is maybe for people who are dealing with the numbers the most, and you just want to, see a quick see of the budgets. A compact view where everything is kind of laid out like this. So this is a really neat feature that you probably won't find in a lot of project management applications. We tried to think of everything that we could possibly think of to put into this application. And then you can customize your dashboard. You can come in here, you can move widgets around, you can resize them, you can make it look your own. You don't have to stay with the standard layout that you'll find when you first log in. So you have full control over this dashboard. And this is why a lot of the advertisements that you'll see will always talk about everything in one dashboard, because that is where the power of ProjectView PM lies, is in this comprehensive dashboard where you have full control, autonomy over everything. You can make it your own based on your project and based on how you like to operate and run your projects. So now let's get into the dashboard. Some of the menu items. And so you'll see right off here, you'll see that I can customize how these items flow in my menu. Maybe I want some of these features closer to the top, some of them down to the bottom because I don't use them as frequently. It's up to you. You can organize that in whichever way you feel. So the first one we'll get into is the calendar. It's not anything new, no rocket science, basic information. You can enter in a new calendar event. You can have different views where you can see it in this called the compact view. You can see it by the month, by the week, or even by the day, or even in a list format. So that's completely up to you. Again, fully customizable to fit your needs and what you like. If you want to add an event, you can come in here, give it a title. You can choose the type of event. If it's a meeting, is it a deadline, milestone, reminder, anything that you want to set up. It doesn't all have to be just meetings. You have starts and end dates. That's normal. Location, if the meeting is going to be on site or if it's going to be remote. A description about the event or meeting. And you can even set up to make it recurring. And you can even put in reminders, just like you would typically see in any type of meeting configuration application that you have. Not rocket science, but again, everything is right here for you to access and for you to see. Your timeline. Typical Gantt chart you'll find anywhere. You can do everything that you need to do in it. You have milestones, you have you have timeline headers, you have tasks within the timelines. You can set the dates. You get the details on these dates. You can move them around if you need to. You can do anything that you want to, and every time you move, it just refreshes and gives you a new and clean view. You can add dependencies for different tasks. You can import. If you have a Gantt chart somewhere else, you can actually import it into ProjectView PM, and you don't have to rebuild it from scratch. There's different layouts. You can see the grid view, the Kanban board view, and even goals. Where are you in the different phases, and what's the completion dates, and what's the timeline on them, and you can add different goals in there. So this project timeline piece is very powerful. And again, this, as it's configured, as it's built out, will feed right into the dashboard. Any changes that you make on the project timeline page will be updated in real time here on the dashboard. And so it's nothing that you haven't seen before. You can collapse these if you don't want to see all of that, or if that phase is complete, or you can open it back up. It's completely up to you. Build it out as detailed or as high level as you choose. That's completely up to you. Action items. This action items is really cool because I'll show you how it works and how you can really make it a powerful piece. And so what you see on the screen here are the results of some activities that we'll talk about here in a second. But you can manually add an action item. You can add an item. Someone needs to do a thing, and you can put a date by it and who's that thing assigned to. And you'll see the details of it. If you click on it, it'll talk about testing microphone range from the back room, and it has a description and where is that priority level. But this source piece is something that is unique to ProjectView PM, because anytime you have a task, sometimes it's really good to know where that task originated. Did it come from a note? Did it come from a request? Why is it here, and why are we having to do it? Is sometimes an answer that you need to provide to people. And so we have built in this source feature that allows you to attach this action item to an actual source. And you'll see a lot of these here are talking about a redesign project that these action items came from. And so you can attach an action item to a actual source. And then we have the table view, and of course you have the Kanban view where you have your team members and you have full control over this. You can move tabs. You can move tabs from different areas. You can move tabs into a different area, like maybe I moved it to in progress, or maybe it's not in progress, it needs to be over here. It's no longer complete. You can move these around. You can move it to cancel. You can do whatever you need to do. You can look at it on the individual basis where you see these are assigned to project manager, these are assigned to test user. And let's say, okay, this one was not complete. We need to move it and put it back into in progress, or we need to move it back over here to pending. You can do whatever you need to do and move these tasks around. And all of this moving that you do is saved and recorded in real time. And again, this information feeds into the action items widget here on the dashboard. The budget, not a whole lot to talk about here. Simple. You have your total budget. What is the total budget for the project? How much have you spent so far? What's left? All of those different things. You have a chart on your spending over time. You have detailed in the spending category how much is on labor, material, software, equipment, whatever you name it, it'll show that in there for you. Here's some charts here, your average monthly spend, your budget, your burn rates, the project total, and any type of variances that you'll have here. And these are your expenses, the project expenses that you can see in real time and what they are and what they're related to. You can come in here, you can make edits to them. You can add an actual invoice for record keeping. If it's a recurring expense, you can put that. You just put down the monthly or the recurring interval, yearly, quarterly, weekly, you name it. Full control, full autonomy on building out this project. Categories. Remember here where it's talked about labor, material, software, equipment. Well, maybe these don't fit for your particular project. Well, you can come in here and add a category, and you can build out the details of that category, assign it a color, how much is that allocated budget towards that particular category, and it'll help you track your spending based on your different categories. And so you can see everything that you need, all of the things that are listed out in details with dates, with specifics. And if anyone asks questions about the budget, where you are, what's happening with it, what was the last thing spent, again, it's all right here in this one application. Next up is resources. We pre-built some things in here for your resources, such as contracts and MSAs, any kind of general documentation. If you have product images that you want to keep in here, maybe you want to watch the progress of a product as it moves from, the different stages of being all the way to the final completion of it. You can add the resources here. You can add them documents, images, links. Just say, there's a couple of external links that I want to remember, I need to capture. You can do that here, and it'll all be right here. You can create folders. These are different folders that you can build out to house things and organize things the way you see fit. If you come in here to contracts and MSAs, we have some pre-built folders. You can just add your resources to those folders as you want to. And if you don't like any of these, you can just delete them out and start over from scratch. That's completely up to you. Reporting. Now we're starting to get into some of the more powerful features of ProjectView PM, especially as it relates to reporting. So let's start by just looking at the different types of reports that we can do. So we come over here and we click on reports. You can give it a title, and then you can add specific sections to the report. So maybe you're just building out a report that only wants to talk about the project phases. So I can come on here and just uncheck all of these other boxes that don't relate to project phases. I can click generate an AI report, and in seconds, it's going to look at the project phases. It's going to do an analysis on these project phases, where you are, what's happening with them. And it's going to give you an actual report that you can look at, review, modify, edit. But after a few iterations of this, and you have confidence in it, you won't have to do all of the other things, because you now have confidence that this report will give you what you need it to do. And you'll see they start off with an executive summary. This says, and then it talks about the phases and the completion of these phases, any highlights, any risks, blockers, any recommendations. And that is a very high level professional report that you generated in just seconds with just a few clicks. So let's say you don't like something that's in there, or you want to edit something, just come right on over here. Normal editing features. You can just edit anything that you want, just executive summary today. Any of these fields and any of these pieces of this form can be edited. Come back over here and review it. Hey, look, there's today, it's in there. And now you're ready to, you can copy it. Maybe you just want to copy out and put it into your company's email system. You can download it. You choose download, it'll open it, it'll download that project for you. You can print it. It'll take you right over here to your normal print things, and you see it's nice and organized just like you saw it in the thing. So you can print that out. Maybe some stakeholders want paper still, I don't know. You can email it. You can email as attachment. And then you have widget images. So let's say in this thing I want to add a widget of the project phases. So capture and insert. So now all I'm doing is grabbing that widget that you saw on the dashboard, and boom, I've added it to this report. This is very unique to ProjectView PM. You won't see this in any other applications that I know of. And what this does is it adds a little bit more credibility to your report. It's not just a bunch of words. It's now you have some visual information that will help that reader really grasp and really understand what you are presenting to them. And so you'll see that here, if you look at this little camera icon, anytime you add one of these phases to it, you can also click on that and it will say, it'll give you the option to add that particular widget image to the report, and you can choose the size, small, medium, or large. And then if I regenerate this report now, come in here, I'm going to add these widgets in here for all three of these. I'm going to regenerate this report, and you will see how it actually embeds the widgets right into the actual report. And so now you just built a full report with full visual impact as well. So here are our project phases. Hold on, it's reanalyzing. Here are our project phases. Here's all of the different things that you can do, and it builds that report right in for you. You can regenerate it if you like. I'm going to regenerate because I don't know why that didn't put those in, or why they didn't stay. So I'm regenerating that report. Maybe you didn't like the layout, or maybe you forgot to add one of these sections. You can come back in here and regenerate it. And once you do that, all of those widgets will be put into place, just like they are here, where the project phases, project health, so on, the budget. And now imagine passing this over to a stakeholder as your status report. It's not just a blank email. It's not just some random data, but now it is specifically tied into the project itself. Very, very powerful tool here for the AI report generator. You can also, as I back out, you can also schedule. So maybe after a few iterations, you like how this, or your stakeholders actually respond well to this. Now you can set this up to generate on its own on whatever schedule that you want it to generate on. Let's say every Monday morning at 9 a.m., you want this weekly status report to go out. You can choose who is going to go out to, your stakeholders, your sponsors, executives. You can create that schedule, and now that's one less thing that you have to do on Monday mornings, because this report is already set up to generate every Monday morning, to go out just like clockwork. And now from the stakeholders' point of view, you look organized, you look professional, you look consistent, you look reliable. All of these things that we want to present ourselves as project managers, and really managing a project, leading a project, not just being a glorified meeting notes taker. And so these AI reports, very powerful tool within ProjectView PM. This right here is worth its weight in gold. This right here is worth the subscription fee in itself. But there's another tool that I'll show you just a little bit later that I think is just as powerful as the reports feature. So let's move over to templates. These are email templates that you can set up. Nothing that you haven't seen before. You can come here and say, you know what, for these email templates, I want my target audience to be stakeholders and maybe project managers. You can give it a title, you can give it a description. You can also choose the sections that you want included in the email. You can move them around. Maybe I want the discussion points to come before the executive summary, or maybe I want the executive summary to come first, then the meeting information. So you can build a template for an email. So when you are ready to draft an email based on the contents of that particular project, all of that legwork is done for you. You don't have to recreate the wheel every time. You don't have to figure out what to do or what information to be included, because I've already pre-built these for the different audiences that I want these templates to go into. And so I'll save this as I'll save this template, give it a name, save it, and boom, there it is. Meeting recap is now saved. And so now when I get ready to send an email, which I'll show you later, you can choose the meeting recap template, and all of those fields that you pre-populated in the template will now be populated with the actual data when you get ready to send out the email. Meeting notes. This one, the second most powerful tool, or probably the first most powerful tool, because you're going to use this one so often. I use this every single day for every single meeting that I attend. And I just let it run in the background and I let it do its thing. So there are several things that you can do with this meeting notes generator. So first of all, based on those email templates that we talked about, I can come here and choose the email template that I want to use. And again, it's the same order with the executive summary, the meeting notes. And this is the meeting notes. This is the email template that I want to use when I get ready to generate the meeting notes that I'm going to send out after my meeting. And again, this is why you set up those templates over there in the template piece so that your output can follow the template that you designed. And so there are several ways to capture the meeting notes. You can upload a file. Let's say there's a meeting that you didn't actually use this ProjectView PM tool on, but you do have the transcript available. You can upload the transcript and drop it in here. The feature that I use the most is the record audio. If you click the record audio, what it does is gives you an opportunity to say, okay, start recording. You can record by microphone, or you can choose a browser tab that you may have open, and that typically you'll find a meeting. It's maybe a Teams meeting or maybe a WebEx meeting. You'll find that here in your browser tab. You'll select the tab that you want to record, and you'll make sure that the audio is on, and then you'll click share. And now you'll see that the meeting is being recorded right over top of the actual meeting itself. So you don't have to interrupt the meeting, or the people on the meetings don't have to see an additional attendee there that no one knows about. You'll just record that meeting. All that content will be recorded. The audio will be recorded. And once you're done, you click stop. You can either click stop where you are in the meeting, or you can click stop in here inside the thing, and it will capture that transcript and turn it into meeting notes for you. So what I've done here is I've grabbed some sample meeting notes from the internet, just some basic raw transcript file here. And you can see that it's not very organized. It's got a lot of general information in here with some just basic meeting notes. And so what I want to show you is how the meeting notes generator works. So if I click on generate meeting notes, right now the AI is analyzing the text content, and it is saying, okay, let's put this together, and we're going to use the format that from the email template. And so what it's doing now is there's the executive summary, there's the meeting information, and here are the attendees, any other discussion points, and look how this is laid out. Very nice, very organized. Here are your action items, risks, blockers, those types of things like that. Here you can come in, you can save it. What I typically do is come right off on the bat and I'll save it. Let's see, video example. I'll save that. And so now my notes are saved. Here's another powerful feature, action items. And earlier when I was talking about action items are assigned to a specific source, well, this is how they get assigned. This is one way how they get assigned. So I'll come back here to my saved notes, and that's why I saved it, because when you leave, it's going to go away. But here are my video example. Here are the saved notes from video example, and I still have ability to come in and action items, task extracted from the meeting notes. So I'll just hit the extract button. You can do this before, right after you save originally, or you can do it at a later date and time. And so now the AI went through and read the notes and decided here are some action items that it was able to glean from those meeting notes. And you have a chance here to read through and prepare text stack. And it's the AI decided that this was a high priority. This is something that was assigned to Jamie, according to the notes. Riley has one and Taylor has one. And then there are a couple of more down here. And so all of these meeting notes, you can come here and say, you know what? I agree, these are good, but this one, probably don't need to include that one. So now it moved from the action is extracted 5 action items. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking off 1. And I can come here and say, you know what? I want to, you can also, so Taylor's not a team member. Okay, Taylor was visiting on there, so we can click on here and add Taylor as a team member. But we can save these action items. We click on save, And so now it says, okay, we have 4 tasks because one of those I didn't include. And do I like these 4 tasks? Do I like these 4 dates? I can come here and look at it. I can make an edit to it. You know what? Let's make that due date the 27th instead of the 16th. And so now you see that it's changed. Maybe I picked instead of 26. Anyway, it's changed. And so now, before I do that, well, I want to import these 4 items. We got to remember, prepare text deck, send finalize brand, and share. So I'm going to import those 4 action items. When I import those 4 action items, you can come right back here to the action items tab, and you'll see here are 3 of the 4, and the other one is, oh, it's right here, prepare text stack. These are in yellow because they are, or whatever color that is, peach, because they are coming up soon according to the due date, or actually, because this was an old example transcript, these dates don't align with actual real time. But the point is that it brings them right in here, and it also shows you the source of where they came from. Remember the notes that we saved called video example? This is why these tasks are here. And so that's one of the powers of this meeting notes generator. It's not just a transcript capture thing where you just capture the transcript and then it puts them into some little basic organize. It's actually a tool. It's a tool that you can use to feed in other parts of ProjectView PM. And notice, we've done like 10 different things and we've never left this application. Again, here are your saved notes. If I want to see the detail of the saved notes, I can re-extract action items if I want to. I can look at previous notes and do the same thing. Here's a chat feature. This is a really cool part of this. So let's say I want to chat with my notes. I can chat specifically with my notes. So I can say, you know, what were some of the action items in this meeting? I'm just going to ask AI, what are some of the action items in this meeting for this video example notes? And so right now the AI is querying those notes and it's going to come back and give me an answer just like we're used to seeing. So it says Jamie needs to do something, Riley needs to do something, Taylor needs to do something. And so now, just in case you thought you missed something or needed to get some more detail about it, instead of having to go through and reread all of those transcripts or see what kind of notes you were able to scribble down, you have access to chat directly with your notes and get some more information about what's going on. These actions, these are some action items that were extracted from that meeting notes. Here's some things that are finalized from those meeting notes. So again, it's a powerful tool that I use every single day when I use ProjectView PM. I generate my meeting notes, I record the meetings that I'm in, it generates those notes, and in seconds I can send out recaps on meetings much faster than I ever have done before using ProjectView PM. I got access to all of my saved notes, I can chat with my notes, and I can see action items that are related to the notes. So using the meeting notes generator and the reports generator, the two most powerful AI features within ProjectView PM, is a total game changer, and it's the main reason why I highly suggest you go and check out ProjectView PM for yourself. Lessons learned, it's not anything new, but it's still a good piece to have anytime you're dealing with the project. And you can do lessons learned on real time. You don't have to wait to the end of the project to think about if there's something that happened or something that went on that you need to add that to the lessons learned piece. It's a very good chance that you can do it right now, right here inside the app. Your teams. So we have the teams. This is important because these team members will be assigned different roles, and these different roles will get assigned different views on the dashboard, and these different roles will get different reports or different emails and different things like that. So people can have more than one role, but what this does, it allows you to build your entire team of people, including stakeholders and vendors and project members and developers and all of those different moving parts, those people parts that make up a project. You can put them all in here. And if you give them access to it, they will be able to come in and log into ProjectView PM themselves and see whatever you allow them to see. They won't get access to things that you don't allow these particular roles to see and to view. And so ProjectView PM, you can manage your groups, you can set up groups, you can create people, you can add them, complete full authority on what's happening. Here's a chat feature within ProjectView PM. This is why it's important to set up the team members, because once they log in and access this project, they are now they can be part of this chat. And so you can build this up and create different chat channels. And within these channels, you can chat teams, and you can create channels within the teams. Maybe this is just a general information. Maybe this one is about outbound calls. This one is about new sales or the sales team. However you want to set this up. So again, we haven't left the application to do chats. We haven't left the application to build out teams. We haven't left the application to do lessons learned, generate meeting notes, set up email templates, generate reports. All of our resources are housed right here in ProjectView PM. Our budget is managed here. All of our action items with Kanban views, our timeline, our project timeline, our calendar, everything is right here in ProjectView PM. This is why this is probably going to be the most powerful project management tool on the market coming up really soon. And you have the opportunity to get in on the ground floor. Again, the powerful dashboard, everything that you need to know about your project is right here. And as you can see, meeting notes is now one of the things in here. Recent activities, these projects, these assigned tasks were assigned to people. Here are your same assigned tasks that we talked about. Everything is in real time. All of the reporting mechanisms is super awesome. Anytime you have reports, they're going to be scheduled. You can push them out. You can send them out through emails. You can connect your calendars. I can go on and on. It's so many things that ProjectView PM has to offer that the only way that you're really going to get a full understanding of what it is for you to try it out for yourself. And we have packages built in on the individual level. We have enterprise packages. If you have a team of people, the pricing is comparable to what you'll find out in the market. Actually, it's better because of all of the things that we offer that are right out of the box. We don't have gatekeeping on different things. You pretty much get everything when you sign up as a ProjectView PM account holder. Global settings. I didn't go over these. These are pretty cool. So these are global settings that you as a project owner have control over. Obviously the formatting, the different types of templates, any types of notifications, quick links. You have the ability to sign up roles and what the roles and what they get to see. This is what I talked about earlier. So the vendor, I'll let them see the dashboard that's required, but I can also choose which menu items these roles get to see. So for vendors, they don't need to see the reports or budgets or anything like that. They just need to see action items and maybe the chat and the timeline. Maybe the executives, I set these up for just whatever. It's completely up to you. You can set these up, and once people sign in and they sign in and you assign them to their role, they only see what you allow them to see. And if they want to see something more, you'll have the choice to grant them that or not. And so those global settings are amazing. You can set your language, your AI preferences, what type of tone. You want a professional tone, a casual tone. You want your note generation style to be summary, bullet point, detailed. Any shortcuts, keystroke shortcuts that we have to see the global search, the sidebar. We've thought of everything, or we try to anyway. Obviously, can't think of everything, but we put in a lot of work to build this out. Here are your contact lists. Again, you can start building out contacts for vendors, for team members, you name it. Our settings. This is really neat here as well. Here's your setting information. And then you have the branding, where you can generate branding specific to your company. And this is a company, and what it does, it extracts the colors from the logo, and it allows you to brand your emails. You can have email signatures. You can brand it all out however you want to do it. You can also have template themes. If we look at the dashboard right now, it's set up under one template theme. But if I come back over here and I change it, maybe I want to do something charcoal. If I come back, it's been updated. Now my dashboard, can't really tell, but you see the buttons have changed colors based on the settings that I choose to do. And then you can even customize them even more if you have the specific codes, the color codes that you want to use. We have presets. These are different presets that you've already seen, but you can customize it and just come in after you customize it, save it. If you don't like it, click reset the default. Here are your plans. So there's some licensing plans. Let's view all of the plans. So this one it's free, but it has a price. There's a free for 30 days. You can try ProjectView PM completely free for 30 days. It includes one license, and creates a number of workspaces, any unlimited number of teams. You have plenty of storage. You got 5 AI credits a month, email distributions, AI extractions. This is just to kind of get you started. But I promise you, once you really start using this thing and you have team members, you're going to want to move over here to at least the starter or the professional package. It just depends on how big your organization is, or if you just want to use it yourself. It's completely up to you, but there's no gatekeeping on the pricing. This is the pricing that's available. When you come to ProjectView PM, you'll be able to see this for yourselves as well. The notifications by the different role types. So maybe all of these executives, they don't want to see all of these notifications. Maybe they just only want to see the notifications on when a new report is generated. So you can customize everything for everyone at every level. So to wrap all of this up, ProjectView PM is going to be your go-to resource for managing all of your projects going forward. You just got to give it a try. You just got to give it a chance. Come on over here, download ProjectView PM, start your 30-day free trial, put it on a project that you're already working on, maybe a project that's coming up, and give it a try. You won't be disappointed. You'll find that ProjectView PM will give you everything that you need to manage your project successfully. Again, your reports and your meeting notes will be worth its weight in gold once you use it and you really maximize the power of both of these tools. Your dashboard, goes without saying, is where you'll be able to start any meeting, work through any meeting, answer any questions, get all of the details that's related to your project right here in one powerful dashboard. So again, ProjectView PM is going to be your key, your source for all of your projects going forward. Give it a try. Go to projectviewpm.com and download the application. You don't even have to download it. It's a software. So go to ProjectView PM and just sign up and start your 30-day free trial right now. I know we talked about a lot of things in this video. We talked about everything that ProjectView has to offer, and that's kind of the point. The point of this video was to show you that ProjectView PM is not just a meeting notes generator. It's not just a timeline creator. It is a full project management tool. And so I think that if you just give it a try, just go and download and go and access ProjectView PM at projectviewpm.com, you will see the power for yourself. Just give it a chance. I can't tell you anything else that I haven't already discussed with you in this video. I'm a project manager. I do this every single day. I've tried all the tools that are out there, and I can't find anything that I can compare to ProjectView PM. You won't be disappointed. You got 30 days to go and figure it out. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. But if you do like it, I promise you it's going to be a game changer for your project management career. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And go and check out ProjectView PM at projectviewpm.com. Talk soon.